Hi everyone, this vlog is on a huge topic called convenient gratification. Huge vlog, very difficult to put all the multiple correlatable points in one vlog, but as like always, we are going to give it a good amount of try. So, our life is usually driven by pleasure on the very peripheral front. These pleasures are not that deep enough to make it meaningful in a very usual general way. So what do? We always want pleasure from anything and everything we do, or rather, whatever we do should have a pleasure point at the end of the day, which is very human, which is very intellectual, makes complete common sense to an extent in reference of having that pleasure point satisfied. Now, as we talk about the title, the subject, convenient gratification, we always want all the pleasure points to be instant in nature without making ourselves come out of the convenient zone or come out of the comfort zone. We want pleasure every time in the most convenient way. Why? Because the pain and the problems we have in our life is so deeply ingredient in ourselves. It is so inherent in ourselves that we always seek out for pleasure. If we do not have pleasure from anything and everything we do, we are overburdened from our pains and problems. We want pleasure from everything instantly, conveniently. Why? Because we are unable to manage our problems and pains on the left-hand side or in any other side of our life. As we have very narrow self-observation and self-reflection, so what happens? We are unable to identify that the faster and the quicker pleasures we have, the pleasure points are going to become shorter, smaller, which will have a huge indirect impact on the problems and pains we have. As the pleasures become shorter and smaller, the pain and the problems completely relatable to them indirectly are going to become bigger. For an example, we hate riding a bicycle. Why? Because we don't have time. We are living a fast-paced life. We don't want to put across our energies into riding a bicycle, rather than we would be romancing somebody somewhere. Third, it is very out of our comfort zone thing which we don't want to do. So what do? We reinvent, we discover convenient modes of travel from point A to point B. Now what happens as a result? Which we miss. Because we are now no more riding bicycles, our body is not going to go into hardship, which in certain ways helps our bodies, mental bodies, emotional bodies to become healthier. So as we are very used to driving in a car, driving in a bike, we cultivate diabetes or we cultivate hypertension. We invite diseases into our life just because of convenient gratification. What we had to do is, as a solution, so this is the solution, that yes, we use the cars and the bicycles for the travel mode, but then in the mornings, we wake up and go for a jogging. When we wake up, we go for a workout. That is the balance I'm talking about. That is the part or the point where we crack our comfort zones. That is where we come out of the convenient gratification and work on ourselves, and then again use the comforts to hit our work or lifestyles or pleasure points. But then we are not only dependent on them, our lifestyle becomes more expansive. Don't live a convenient gratification life. It's going to make you addictive. It's going to not help you live an expensive life. Hope this makes sense.